Yeah, Shanti, these teams met earlier this year. I'm joined by head coach Bakari Bright of the Dougherty Trojans. Coach, but it does go beyond the court. There's a nice connection that you have with their head coach. Can you just speak a little bit about what it's going to be like stepping on the court with a good friend, also a guy you got into the coaching landscape?
You know, as always, it's never kind of personal in the sense whenever you're playing a brother, because he's a brother to me. You know, it's one of those families affairs where, you know, a lot of people going to be torn in between the two. But, you know, I was raised by a coach who said if your mom put a jersey on, if your mom put another team jersey on, you're going to dunk on your mom. So I'm sorry, he has another color on, so we're going to have to dunk on it. So
let's talk a little bit about the game tonight. This is a team you saw earlier in the season, but we know what happens early in the season doesn't necessarily translate to the end of the season. What do you need to see from your guys right now to make that trip to the state title?
Well, we can't go back to that last game. You know, it was early in the year, maybe our second game of the year, maybe their first. You know, and both teams gotten better. So you can't go back to that and think that the game will go the same way. You got to come out and approach it, you know, from a new set of lens. So, you know, they here in the Final Four. They're here for a reason. So we're going to come out and we're going to play. We're going to play to the best of our ability.
You talk about defense a lot and talk about how defense travels. Mm-hmm. How important is it going to be tonight to play solid defense, even if shots are not falling early?
Well, it's going to be definitely important tonight because, see, they have a six-man. They're here from Savannah. They're from Savannah. Matter of fact, they're 5 minutes away from Savannah State as we speak. So it's going to be very important for us to come out and play defense, you know, because their crowd going to be into it. You know, and just in case we off tonight, you know, we know that we can stop them from scoring because the main objects of the game is to put the ball in the basket. You know, we want to stop them from putting the ball in the basket.
When I've talked about this team all season long, I've talked about the depth. You guys go 10, 11 deep sometimes. How much does that impact games like this? Maybe when guys get in foul trouble or guys are not shooting it well. How confident are you in guys that are maybe towards the end of the bench to get in the game and get some good minutes?
Oh, we're definitely confident in our young guys that are coming off the bench. You know, we always been playing throughout the year. You know, matter of fact, with our starting lineup, we kind of, you know, change our starting lineup throughout the year so we can get that perfect lineup. You know, and those guys got experience. So, you know, it's just part of the year. You know, we 30 games in. I mean, it's time to play.
How much would this mean to bring a state title opportunity back to 229?
Man, it means so much. Like I said before, you know, Albany, Georgia has been like one of the first mecca of basketball. You know, it's been since 2001 since Dougherty had a state championship, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, we're rooting for you guys tonight. Good luck tonight, Coach. Be sure to tune in tonight at 11. We'll have highlights and reaction and sound, and I'm sure we'll hear from this guy again. Back to you guys in the studio.